Hi, I'm Jermaine. How you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm not still doing too well, still suffering from my COVID. I'm having sweaty chills today, so started yesterday, which is weird. Like, how can you be sweaty and chill with goosebumps? Like, but my temperature's at 98.4, so I'm good. This is my robe I like. It's very comfortable. I got this for my birthday one year from blackandmild.com. And then they sent me this. So they sent me a lot of stuff. Like, they used to send free stuff all the time. They don't send any more, I don't think, but they used to. But anyway, today I wasn't planning on making a video, but we all know what happened yesterday. Supreme Court. Now, everyone's acting surprised. You shouldn't be surprised. But then I think about how many people actually don't follow what's going on in life. So, who only get their information and news from social media, Facebook, stuff like that. So, I guess it's understandable. What I don't understand are the people who supported the orange guy, who are now shocked and upset about this. Well, what did you think was going to happen? When you he told you what he was going to do to a point. He said it. Okay? But what y'all do is because he's a racist, that part you say, okay, great. He feels like I feel. I don't care about everything else he says. As long as he says Mexicans are rapists and killers and black people shouldn't, be able to have an apartment or things of that nature. Like, as long as he says the negative stuff that they want to believe, they won't listen to the rest. They'll say, oh, that was locker room talk. What? He said, I grab him by the pussy? That's locker room talk. I played football. I ran track. Played baseball. I never had that conversation in the locker room. When I was in college, I used to go to the gym. I used to go to that other place that I had to quit because they were horrible. There's another gym. And never ever had a conversation like that in the locker room. But because he was a racist, bigot, misogynistic asshole, they didn't care. But now they're like, what? What you mean, what? What did you think was going to happen? And for those of you now on the Democratic side, remember? Oh, it's funny, I'm going to vote for Harambe. You remember that? Oh, I'm not going to vote because they don't do nothing for black people. They don't help us, so it ain't going to do nothing. Our votes don't count. Anybody remember that? Because I remember that. Now these exact same people are posting the hell out of this Roe v. Wade stuff. They are outraged. Want to join marches. Wait, now you got time? You didn't have time to go to the poll and go click. Or some places, you dotted in. Remember that? I seem to remember that. See, me, I vote in every election. Because that's where you make the change at. You have to vote your mayor, who then appoints your police chief. You have to vote for the judges. You have to vote for prosecutors. You have to vote for the freaking clerk of courts. Your city council, school board. These are things you have to vote for, and this is where you make the change. But if you don't change the foundation, then how The building on top is not going to be nothing. But people don't realize it. They want to go out and vote for president. The president is a figurehead. The president of the United States is a figurehead. That's why when people go, oh, gas prices, Biden. Oh, Biden has nothing to do with gas prices. No president in the history of the United States of America raised or lowered gas prices. Doesn't happen. But y'all so stupid, y'all hear that and y'all will blame it on him. His approval ratings is so low for stuff that has nothing in his control. That's crazy. Okay? And then y'all will go, oh, well, when the orange one was there, our gas was... Well, that's because everybody was locked in the house. There's a thing called supply and demand. That's why right now, people are trying to get a gas out where from the 27th to the 20th, I can't remember exactly what it is, but nobody go and get gas. So fill up before, whatever. Now, of course, if you have to, like me, I'm a delivery driver, but I'm on COVID shutdown right now, lockdown. So, but if I was out, I'd have to use gas. But if it's not essential in your everyday life, fill up and then take those days off. We got to teach these people, because guess what? These oil companies and stuff are still making $1 trillion profits. But y'all mad at Joe Biden. That's what ignorance is. That's what happens when your only source of knowledge is social media or your other uninformed friends who heard a rumor about something from somewhere. Never do you pick up and say, let me check this out and see if it's for real. I wish, that we didn't have a Fox News place. Well, not say Fox News, because the news actually does their job most of the time. But when you have these editorialists where their viewers, Fox News, because the whole station is Fox News, their viewers view this as news. But these are opinion pieces. Tucker Carlson and the other retard who got sued by Sandy Hooks, I don't even care to remember his name. These are not news people. These are not journalists. They got a talk show. They're a talk show host. Okay? So, that's what I don't understand. These people don't understand it, and they take this for real news. I watched Fox News before. It is horrible. It is brain-stakingly draining on my whole body. Like, I actually felt weaker after watching that show. And I said, how could any rational person watch this and say, hey, this makes sense? Hey, this is good. Now, I used to watch Rush Limbaugh back in the Clinton days because he was funny. You know what I mean? He was funny. I liked it. He was funny. But I would never take what he says and go, oh, well, yeah, this is... No, I watched him for the entertainment. Just like I watched Jerry Springer. Just like I watched Sally Jesse Raphael and I'm using ED. I know they done on Donahue, Maury, for entertainment purposes. Okay? That's what any show should be, entertainment. Learn to do your own research and find out what the truth of the facts are. because truth means a lot. It should mean a lot. When you got this lady, I hate that people even make her famous. She's retarded. She got some kind of Down syndrome or something like that. If you look at her, you can tell something's not right with her. And I'm not making a joke or downing handicapped or retarded or Downs people. I'm saying that she has this Asperger's something. And she's being allowed to speak on our laws. She is very dumb. She is very unspeakable. Like, there's so much I can say about her that it's too much to say about her. So my point being, we can still save the rest of our rights. We can even save these. Midterms are coming up. Make sure those GOP members don't get in. Because guess what happens? We can still, the Supreme Court can't lash down an amendment. So we get the House and the Senate. We're able to pass abortion rights, okay? Pass voting rights, LGBTQ rights, marriage rights. We'll be able to do that. So what Clarence Thomas and Kavanaugh and them did wouldn't mean nothing. It'll be a temporary setback. But you have to make the change. You have to now be angry enough that you're getting out there and you're going to vote. Because you see, they're trying to take away your voting rights already. This was before Roe was gone. Imagine what's going to happen now that Roe is overturned. Here's another question. We have, not questions, but it's a statement. It was started as a question, but anyway. We have judges. I have two of them who was getting confirmed who just straight lied. Lied. So how can you now judge anybody? How can you be any kind of judge when you lied under oath? Is there no reprieve for that? Is there no consequences for a judge who lies under oath? Because everyone else does it, they go to jail. Something happens. How are these two justices allowed to even still be on the court? For life. For their life. RBG died there. Okay? So think about this. Y'all think, y'all like to make jokes about Biden's age and his stuff like that. But nobody say nothing about Supreme Court justices or any of these other federal judges who are lifetime appointed. You know why? Because y'all don't even know about that. And that's the sad part. Y'all don't even understand how the American legal system works, how the American government works. How the people, our votes don't matter because it's electoral college. Yeah, but guess what? We could get rid of electoral college. midterms. See, this is all in your hands. This is all for you to understand. And I'm glad they showed their hand when they did. I'm glad the Supreme Court tipped their hat when they did. You know why? Because people are mad. People are mad. And midterms are coming up. Now, what are y'all gonna do? You gonna take that anger to the polls? Or just your social media? I, for one, hope it's the polls. Because I guarantee you, I'll be there. I post pictures every year with my I voted sticker. And my children come with me. Because I want them to know, they can't vote, but I want them to know how important it is. How I vote on every election. I don't miss one. There is no such thing as an unimportant election. No such thing. There's no such thing as your vote didn't count. It counts. I promise you. You want proof? Then we get rid of the orange one? Yep. Even with the Electoral College that's in favor of the GOP, we still got rid of him. Because people who thought their votes didn't matter voted. Y'all know how much y'all hated this guy? To get rid of him? Well, who's next? Imagine the next. Imagine Ted Cruz. See, the orange one was an idiot. Imagine someone like Ted Cruz who knows what he's doing. You know, jumping off the Cancun. Like what? And quick to throw his children under the bus. Yeah. Exactly. When your children don't mean anything to you, is that the person you want running the country? If his children don't matter, you definitely ain't gonna matter. Like, that's what I don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Look at the GOP. Not saying, Democrats are much better, but at least we have a semblance of reality. They're just bitches. Democrats are just bitches and whiny. And West Virginia, I know, I'm not going to get on him. I know, and I always I'm talking about this dude, West Virginia. But, like, they're bitches. And that's on them. But at least they're not crazy in the sense that the GOP is. At least they're not trying to take your rights away. Okay? Of course, you have the gun nuts go, oh, they're taking your guns. Yeah. So, gun rights are fine. But a woman's right, no. How is it that the Second Amendment is the only one y'all care about? They're changing voting rights in Georgia, Texas, all this stuff, and y'all don't say nothing. But we have a right to vote. They're taking away the woman's choice. But there's supposed to be separation of church and state. So your religious beliefs should not matter to a woman on her body. Right? When you want to censor someone else, it's fine because they're bad. But when you get censored, now, oh, where's my freedom of speech? My First Amendment. Well, if you want to use it, you got to also allow someone else to use it. And there's limits, just like with freedom of speech. You can't run into a movie theater and yell fire. It's illegal. So why can't there be judgment to your guns? But those are the only ones. That's my constitutional rights. Well, it wasn't originally in the Constitution. That's why there are amendments. They had to change things because they realized it was fucked up. Things change. Our founding fathers did not have AR-15s. I guarantee you they could never even imagine an AR-15. Okay? So there was mistakes. Women weren't allowed to vote. They had to get a chance to vote. I haven't found it, but if someone sees it in terms of, let me know. I never seen where it said black people couldn't vote. But they made an amendment to tell us that we could vote. But we already had that right. So anyway, and just as women too, but women and black people weren't considered people back then. So they just, by proxy, said, oh, you don't get to vote. So they had to make it so clear, like, no, black people are people, and women are people. They're citizens, they get to vote. Now, we have to make that change again. Midterms. That's the start of it. And then we will get those Mitches. Yes, Mitch McConnell. Who's more evil than that? Okay? No one's more evil and conniving. Such a turtle, such a little... Because he was picked on when he first came in the Senate. And then he became this thing. He has single-handedly done this to you. Blocking Obama's pick. Rushing through the orange one's picks. Not impeaching the orange one. Twice. So please, I tell you now, like I said, I don't agree with abortion, but it's not me. I don't have to have an abortion or not have an abortion. I can't get pregnant. Okay? So, what do I have to say on your body? What you did was right for you. I don't like mustard. Should now mustard be banned in America? Right? I mean, seriously. People step up now. Step up to the plate. And let's hit these home runs in the midterms. I feel sorry for you women have to be governed by the use of your bodies by men. But on the flip side, you women decided not to vote for the woman. So where do you stand? Women do not support each other. You never do. You never have. And that's sad. So women now stand together. It don't matter whether you want an abortion, would have an abortion or nothing. It's if you want someone else to have a right to do what they want with their bodies. Because guess what? They're not stopping here. If you think this is the end, you're about to be really surprised. Brown. So many precedents about to be wiped away. Why? Because you thought it was cute to vote for Harambe. Yeah. How funny is it now? Oh, neither one of the candidates were voting for us, so I'm not going to vote. See, the GOP is going to vote for the GOP. It don't matter. Look, it was the orange one there. They still went and voted for him. It doesn't matter. They are going to vote it down the line. The problem with Democrats and independents is they think there's another option. So like you voted for an independent. You vote for an independent, you're giving the election to Republicans. Plain and simple. You vote anything other than Democrat, you're giving it to a Republican, to the GOP. And it's a sad fact. I know it's not good to hear, but it's the truth. Until this orange one, he kind of split up the GOP a bit. So we'll see what happens when everybody starts announcing their presidential bids. But I'm asking personally, as a personal favor to me, to get out, register if you're not registered. Take your people, register. Tell everybody you know, register to vote. And then go vote. I promise you, the changes that will be made will be phenomenal. You want to stop your violence in your neighborhoods? Start voting these different judges and prosecutors and police, sheriffs. Don't forget, you vote for the sheriff in your town. Okay? The mayor appoints the police chief. So, boom, I want more patrols. I want these other things you do. Prosecutors, you want to vote in prosecutors. Who's going to prosecute? Not make every little deal with these to put these people back on the street. Okay? You want judges who are going to give equal punishment for the same crime across the board. These are the people you get to judge and you get to choose. Your city council who can help about your neighborhood renovations and things of that nature. This is who you need to vote. It's not just the president vote that matters, because he means less than every other vote on that list. Think about your city commissioners, planning, like all that. Look, read your ballot sometime and see everybody who you vote for. That's where you make the change. So yeah, I hope you all understand how important it is to vote. Let's get out there and let's show them we're not going to take this anymore. I hope you have a great day. Man, my head is hurting right now. This COVID kicking my butt. Take care. Have fun. Because you only live once. Check 1, 2.